All right, let's take a look at some custom Magic the Gathering cards. The creativity explode with Mystical Space Typhoon. Isn't that just like a black hole? Instant, destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent. Why wouldn't it destroy creatures? Of all the things I think I would die to, I think at least one of them would be the Mystical Space Typhoon. It might even take entire planets at the same time. So destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent. So how versatile is that? So it's disenchant for planeswalkers. How much? Okay, so disenchant hits artifacts and enchantments, but now we can hit the planeswalkers, battles. I might be missing another card type here. Oh, it's literally a Yu-Gi-Oh card. The Yu-Gi-Oh players, is there like no custom card community for the Yu-Gi-Oh players? They got to come down to the Magic the Gathering community. I mean, it's probably. Do you know what would make it super fair? Like without a doubt, just make it sorcery. Like that would definitely make it super fair, because this is just strictly better disenchant. The way I'm looking at it, it's just strictly better disenchant. But if you make it a sorcery, then like there's a bit of a cost to like whatever you kill, not because it can destroy planeswalkers. So I have a feeling, you know, where I play Magic, this like might be fine, but probably it's too strong. Like it feels like something Wizards would not make. If you they definitely wouldn't make something this good. You know, it's like it's not very far off from Vindicate. This spell would normally destroy a spell/trap card. Ah, well, we don't have spells or trap cards. That is thinking. We do have traps. It ain't destroying them in this game, though. All right, interesting. Okay, next up, let's take a look at Plowshares to Swords. Well, you know what? This is not the first time this joke has been done before. I feel like out of the 3 years we've been rating cards, this is the third time we've seen a Plowshares to Swords. But let's see how this one is designed. Red instant. Target opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. That player puts that card onto the battlefield, then shuffles. Plowshares to Swords deals damage to that player equal to that creature's power. So they reveal what? They reveal cards on the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. That player puts it onto the battlefield. Okay, so you're losing life, and at least it's target opponent. So we're basically forcing our opponent to put a creature on the battlefield, and once the creature is on the battlefield, we're actually swinging at them for a little bit of damage. I have a feeling. Okay, so first off, I think this is probably fine. I have a feeling this card's gonna backfire on you so badly. Effectively, what's gonna happen? Yeah, my Emrakul. I mean, that's probably the only time that would be a disaster. Is well, like, would it even be that bad? Okay, you lose 15 life, and then on the next turn, I mean, I'm gonna get smacked for like what, 1,000,000 damage. Winter Fox. It's a 2-card limit today. Well, anyway, okay. If some people don't learn today, you'll learn by next week. You'll learn by next week. So anyway, I think actually this card is definitely fine. I think it's gonna backfire on you most of the time. People would love to pay life to cast their creatures, wouldn't you? Like, wouldn't you like to like pay the power of your creature and you just put it into play? That would be amazing. I mean, that's broken. I mean, that's channel. That is channel power. So you're basically giving your opponent channel for free. I think this is actually fair. I think in the end, at the end of the day, you're probably the one that's going to die to this thing. I guess it would be fine in maybe a burn deck, and they use this as the last burn spell that they have. That probably could work. Okay, let's get to the super chats. We're gonna start off with Toads with Brock Sampson, Swedish killing King Machine. Going to my Discord, Brock Sampson, the Swedish. How sweet it is. We have a Wooburg 5/5 human. Haste indestructible creature. Now, when Brock Sampson deals combat damage to an opponent, you become the monarch permanently? I have a feeling this is just busted. A lot of decks will play this card. Some sort of I think every control deck, every mid-range deck, everyone wants to play this thing. It's almost like custom Magic the Gathering card, the card. We got our Wooburg, we've got our Indestructible. It's super fast. We make sure that we get in some damage. You permanently becoming the Monarch, so basically we're like breaking the rules. It's the Venture Bros, bro. I'm not familiar. Oh, some people in chat don't know. What's the Venture Bros? This looks just like it looks like a random cartoon to me. No. No, I don't. Now, is it really fair? Well, it's only Indestructible. Indestructible at 5 mana seems a bit much. Maybe it's not that crazy. You know, if you just said that you got the Monarch, it'd probably be really strong, but not breaking the rules. You're definitely going to get disqualified because you're sort of breaking rules. You can't be Monarch permanently. The Monarch was the bad guy in the cartoon. Ah. Well, you know what? Every king eventually is dethroned. Okay, back to the freebie section. Oh, next is we got Digging for Gold is a red X instant. Rummage X! To rummage X, draw X cards, then discard X cards. Okay. And then flashback for a red and X. We're basically just rummaging over and over and over again. Is that what I'm getting at here? To rummage X, draw X cards, then discard it. It's a super faithless looting. So I can draw a million cards, and then I can do it over again. Oh yeah, it's faithless looting in X form. This is your card, Almond. I find this funny because the username here is Defender of Nuts, and you're a nut over here as well. You like your nuts, the cashews, the almonds. Okay, digging for. I think this is okay. I have nothing against this. I'm a dwarf, and I'm digging a hole. We're gonna dig deeper. Dig deeper, stupid. Okay, next super chat. Winterfox like completely didn't see it. If you can't do 2 of them today and save the rest. Well, you have to remind. Okay, that's fine. Just remind me next week. You have to remind me in chat. You didn't have to super chat again to say that. You know, you can say that in the regular chat. Okay, we're gonna move on to Dr. Madness. We're gonna get to the series cards later. Otherwise, we're just, we're flip-flopping here. Brock Sampson. It's a flavor win, by the way. This is a flavor win by Toads. Dr. Madness. I hope you're having a great day. Got a card called Bloodthirsty Revenant. Bloodthirsty. Is it a card that Pedgeman would like? Ooh, I think Pedgeman would love this card. Bloodthirsty Revenant. It is a 4-mana 3/3. Art got a little cut off over here. It's a vampire. Now, when the Revenant attacks, create a blood token. Bloodthirsty Revenant gets +2/+2 for each blood token you control. I think this is a great idea. There's a lot of cards that get a lot of blood tokens in play. What are you going to do with them? Basically nothing. This is finally a card that actually makes use of blood tokens. And it's accurately costed at 4 mana. you have to specify the flavor text here. Hunger drives it from the shadows, feasting on the chaos of battle and the flood of prey. You make it look like it's an ability. Flavor text. Hunger drives it from the shadows. It's formatted like a poem. Oh, is it like a haiku? Whenever Bloodthirsty Revenant attacks, creates a blood token. Bloodthirsty Revenant gets +2/+2 for each blood token you control. Fantastic. Okay, back to the freebie section. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This digging for gold. That's a too many X thing. Too much X for the bingo card. Okay, we got next up Muraganda Greathorn. This is a 4-mana 3/4 dinosaur beast. When this creature enters, search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, it's got Gus. There's another card. I thought this was flavor text. Okay, hold on. Whoa. There's more. But wait, there's more. When you cast this spell, if you've cast another spell this turn, copy this spell. The copy becomes a token. Oh, okay. So that's a little bit better. I mean, I seriously thought for a second that this person submitted a 4-mana 3/4 that just ramped a card onto the battlefield, which, It's fine, but you submitting a custom Magic the Gathering card, I think it would be a little bit spicier than that. Darren says, too much X on these videos. Because it's so hot around here. And I'm so hot. Double ramp is not bad for 4 mana. You get to copy the spell. Okay, so like 4 mana for 6 power now and 2 lands? Okay, now this is crazy. Maybe this is a bit much. But it's only a bunch of lands. I'm trying to compare this thing. So in like Crashing Footfalls, you can get 3 mana for 2 4/4s with trample. And this is when this creature enters, you'd be definitely fine if it was like when you cast it, you get a copy of the card, and then that way maybe only one version of the copy actually gets the land. So you get 2 lands and 2 3/4s. This is probably pushing it, I have a feeling, but like it's still sort of a vanilla creature, so I guess it's fine. It's really got sinking Miko Spawn vibes. Did I pronounce that card correctly? You need to have another spell beforehand too. Do you? If you cast another spell this turn. Oh, yes, definitely. This is a great idea. You know what that spell is going to be, to damn draws? It's going to be like Mox Diamond or some crap like that. You discarded a land to ramp into this thing, and then like you go get that land anyway. It's like you didn't even lose anything. It's pure value. Just 100% pure value. And what's talking about the damn draws? Let's look at the damn draws card. Stone Pathway to Eternity. You have a card here? Is this it? Oh, here it is. Okay. You can edit your submissions, by the way. Okay, Stone Pathway to Eternity. It is a legendary kindred land wall? How does that work? You're gonna be a land and a wall at the same time. Well, I can be whatever I grow. Oh, this actually makes sense. Is this, we talked one week about how are walls creatures? That doesn't make any sense. Walls are like lands. So now this actually makes a whole lot of sense over here. Stone Pathway to Eternity enters tapped unless you control a legendary wall creature. We're making the wall deck count. So we can tap for Jeskai. If a legendary wall creature you control deals damage to an opponent, they lose the game. That's pretty harsh. Also, if you animate it and hit an opponent, you win. Oh yeah, because this is a legendary wall. How many walls attack? Not many. So I guess this is literally a build around card. We're trying to prove to people that this is going to work. Legend. The Moraphon deck. The more everyone looking at the Moraphon player in the room. There's one legendary wall plus changelings. Yeah, so like when you design this card, it's like no one's gonna seriously build a wall deck around this. It's just gonna get thrown into the changeling deck that cheats on all creature types, every single one of them. Okay, I think this is very neat though. I think it's hard to win with this card. I could be wrong. I don't think winning with Moraphon is very easy. Okay, how to fly. I always wanted to know. Okay, it costs only a blue. Chapter 1. Put an oil counter on target creature you control. Chapter 2, add a blue. It's a blue ramp. And then Chapter 3, each creature with one or more oil counters gains flying until end of turn. Oh, I see. What? I don't get how there's got to be some meme here that I'm not familiar with. Troll logic as a card is pretty funny. Like we doing a little trolling, huh? I don't get it. Is it because I'm getting trolled? I'm definitely getting trolled here. So we put an oil counter on a creature, and before we know it, it's in the air. Oil floats on water. Put oil in yourself, then water, and you'll start floating. That is a flavor fail. Now, is it fair? Put an oil counter on target creature you control. It's probably fair. I don't know about the adding blue mana part. That doesn't make any sense, but power-wise, yeah, okay, go for it. It's all yours. Little MX Doom with the Gartison Sage of Blazing Fury. Gartison. Okay, Gartison, Sage of Blazing Fury is a 4 mana 3/4 human shaman, vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Now, enchantments you control have lifelink. Okay, so now that's very interesting. Like, why would enchantments need lifelink? Because they don't attack, do they? Well, except sometimes they do, because there are a lot of enchantment creatures out there. And of course, if you cast this enchantment creature, it's technically a spell. You can exile the top card of your library until end of turn. You can play that card. So this is for like an enchantress enchantment creature type of deck, or a deck where you play enchantments and you inevitably want to turn them into creatures. Something like, is it Opalescence? There's Opalescence. There's a few cards that turn all enchantments in play into creatures. Brainwashed says blue mana looks like a water drop. Think rain. Oh my god. I'm like super trolled on that card. Disqualify that last thing. Get it out of here. They be trolling. I hate. You know what? I didn't understand a single level of that thing. I'm washed. I'm washed myself. Enchantment burn. Enchantments you control have lifelink. Where's the burn part of this? Oh, there are some enchantments. Yeah, when they enter the battlefield, they deal damage, don't they? Yeah, I didn't even think about that, little MX Doom. Yeah, it would work on that. It would work in that regard as well. Red blue enchantment with things like impact tremors give life. Yes, correct. So like also enchantments that deal damage, they would also gain life. What's another card that would gain life? That black enchantment, that Pestilence? I think it's Pestilence. Pay a black, deal damage to all the stuff in play. And I think, is it each player too? I think it's each player too. Hold on, what is Pestilence? Yeah, it deals 1 damage to each creature in each player. Yeah, I mean, that's just GG. I mean, as long as you have enough black mana to feed this damn thing, that would definitely work. So, look at the dimensions. It's the enchantment creatures. It's the enchantments that deal damage. I think it's a home run card. Very, very cool. This card plus mana barbs. Oh, that's right. That's a combo. It is an in-color combo on top of that. This is pretty neat. I think this is a great design card. A card that you can see the combos it has with many different facets of already millions of cards that already exist in Magic the Gathering. Back to the freebie section. Boo to the troll card. Erratic Escalation. Okay, this is a 2-mana sorcery. Proliferate and Storm. No! You want to print this card? You like this? For a blue? Is this good? So we play a bunch of cards, then we proliferate, and then we can just like proliferate all the way to somebody's death? Print? I don't know how strong proliferate is. It sounds like a very annoying mechanic to commander players. As a modern legacy player, I don't see this thing. And even in Pioneer, there's no proliferate. I don't even think it's like a competitive format mechanic. Like if you show up with your... Oh no, sorry, Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth actually proliferates. That's the only card that proliferates. I have lost a proliferate from Yawgmoth. I'm getting a lot of conflicting information from chat. We got hell yes. We got hell no. We got hell no. We got gross. Great with planeswalkers. Oh yeah, absolutely. Get him out of range of dying. Have any planeswalker in play and this will win on the spot? Well, not any plane. Some planeswalkers don't even have an ultimate. Some planeswalkers don't even go anywhere. Okay, I dare you. You play this plus the... What's it called? The original... I don't know. Choose, I don't know, like a Narset or something. Cast 4... Okay, I should have specified the Narset. There's some broken Narsets out there. Cast prologues of Fressus first with a couple more proliferates for good measure. Is there a bingo for this show? There is a bingo. I don't know where it goes here. We don't have the word proliferate on here. The Majra series is going to be very difficult to pull off, especially since Majra's dumped all his custom cards on us already. I just mostly see Poison Storm. You know, is it so bad if you lose to Poison Storm? That's literally 2 combo decks in one. And I have a feeling you'd be better off going all in on Storm or all in on Poison. Like, if you go Poison Storm, step 1, get a Poison creature in play. Step 2, you have to, like, deal at least 1 point of damage to somebody. Step 3, Storm. And then proliferate at the end of that. You got to do it all. That's so specific for the wall. Oh, you're talking about, how far are you in the damn draws in the chat? Last card was 5 words in the name. Oh! Do we have a 5 word? We do have a 5 words in name in here. 100%. Okay, I'm going to say this is fine. Do you know what? Innocent until proven guilty. Okay, we got Sorpagal. You want Beasts of the Land because green needs more ramp. Beasts of the Land. This is a 7 mana legendary enchantment. Creature spells you cast cost an additional. Search your library for a basic land card and put it into play. Tap to cast. If you fail to find a basic land card this way, counter the creature spell. Okay, this is a very expensive. It feels like a creature card. The image is very creature-like. Search your library. Creature spells you cast cost an additional. Search your library for a basic land card and put into play. Tap to cast. If you fail to find basic land, that is interesting. So it's like it's like it's ramp for everyone, but there's like a cap at some point. Because there are a lot of people, they don't even put a whole lot of basic lands in their deck. You look at the Wooburg decks that people have, especially in Commander. They might have like 2 basics in their entire deck just to deal with like Demolition Field, and then that's it. Several people's Demolition. It's for 7, it's bad. Though, wait. For 7, we don't call it bad around here. We call it fair, okay? For 7, it's fair. You can have a creature that says creature spells you control can't be countered, and there is no downside. Exactly. So there's a lot of ways of playing around this thing too. You can make anything a cost. This is playing with upside cost as an idea. I think the concept of searching your library for a basic land is interesting because it's a benefit for the time being until it's not a benefit, and then your stuff is just getting screwed. You have to deal with this enchantment or you can't play anything else anymore. Very unique design. Back to the freebie section. We've got the Loner Bovine. This is a 4-mana 1/5 Ox with advance of 2 mana. When this creature enters, create 2 1/1 white surf creature tokens. Surfs! So okay, hold on. Advance for 2 mana. If you cast this spell for its advance cost, you get a debt emblem equal to its mana cost as it resolves. You can cast spells along until you've paid your debt as a sorcery. Get a debt emblem. So basically, I pay 4 mana, and then I gotta pay an additional 2 mana to cast this card. And it's not even very good if I even get this thing in play. It's awful. Is this more of a bison than a cow? No, it's an ox. There's like a different. Okay, what is the difference? So first off, the discussion isn't is it a bison? So it's like is it a cow? Is it an ox or is it a bull? And I believe an ox, if I understand correctly, because I looked this up, an ox is a bull. I believe that has had its balls chopped off. No lie. And that makes it like more tame and less out of control. The bull is aggressive, but the ox, it's thinking straight. It's not thinking of banging the cows, okay? That's why the ox is a good hard worker. Keeps its eye on the prize, and the prize is getting work done. Hopefully Google proves me right. This would be better if you paid equal to the difference. Oh, so you mean like you pay 4. So you could pay 4, you could pay 2, and therefore you owe another 2. Is that what you're trying to say? That's an interesting concept. There are no cows or bulls in Magic, so they're all just called the ox. That's weird. Just like everything with antlers is an elk. It's good to know. That I didn't take notice. Well, but this looks like an ox. But when they bring out the cows, it's to make the milk tokens for the cheese factory. You can cast it for... Oh, you can cast it for 2 and pay... Oh, pay the rest of the cost later. That's the... Oh, because we can pay this in advance. So it's like... I don't know what to describe this. It's almost like... reminds me... What's that latest mechanic? Where you pay like 2 mana, and it's basically paid, and then you can cast it for free on your following turn. Yeah, goat milk makes cheese too. Anyway, okay, I think the concept is great. I don't know if this card is great. It's literally just like a 4 mana 1/5 that makes 2 1/1 white surf creature token. I get maybe it's enough value for 4 mana. More of a what's it called, a more of a limited card. Okay, okay, no big super chats at the moment, so we're gonna move on to the freebie section. Well-designed raccoon. Okay, which one of you made this? It was one of you out there. I know it. Somebody from the coffee crew. There's a lot of raccoons in this community. This is a 3 mana 3/3 raccoon. This creature seems like a human. It's a little sus, is it? It's a little sus. It literally doesn't do anything. When a permanent seems some way, treat it that way when it's on the battlefield, except during combat. Oh, okay. Okay, so like when someone puts like put a +1/+1 counter on each human in play, it actually gets a human. This is literally 3 raccoons in a trench coat or something. Where's Jess? Where is Jess? Hey, I wish it were me. All you need, Steve, you need 2 more raccoon friends, and you need a trench coat and a hat, and then that's it. Somehow this will fly. Kind of interesting. I like it. All right. Next custom card. We got Blossom. Blossom is a 5 mana 2/4 human warrior with flying haste and battle cry. Whenever Blossom attacks for the first time each turn, untap each creature you control after this phase. There is an additional battle phase? Okay, so it's just another card that gets like another attack, but you're attacking immediately. And it has haste. And it has flying. And it has battle cry. It's got Powerpuff Girl. You can have 2 commanders if they have Powerpuff Girl. And it's got partner. Is this like, I don't know, commander player, is this too much? Like, what is this? It seems like a lot to me, but maybe it's no big deal. Maybe having 2 attack steps, that's fine. Whenever Blossom attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures, and of course, if you can blink Blossom, you're gonna break everything down. We got 1. Okay, we got 1. It's broken. Do I have a 2? It's broken. Yu-Gi-Oh player spotted. It's another Yu-Gi-Oh card. Do I have a 2? Broken. I need a 2nd broken. Flavor fail. You can't have all 3 Powerpuff Girls. I don't know the lore. Honestly, I don't think this is waifu enough for us. Is it? I can't tell. It's, you know what? It's not clear. It's not clear. We're gonna wait for a better waifu moment. There will be a better waifu moment somewhere down the show. Okay, David says it's broken. It's broken! I say it's broken. And I only say broken because all of you backed me up. All right, so it's not my fault. It's everybody's fault. If this person feels offended that I disqualified their card. Okay, we're gonna look at more custom Magic the Gathering cards, but we have to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. My favorite place to buy actual Magic the Gathering cards. I know you're creative. That's why you want to build new decks through your creativity. And what better place to buy those cards for those decks than FusionGamingOnline.com, especially when they got Tarkir Dragonstorm coming around the corner. There be dragons out there. Derby Dragons. Pre-order your dragons from Fusion Gaming. Also, don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for 5% off all of your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Your ability to play any deck, any format you want on the digital client Magic Online. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription with coupon code Nikachu_ZUL. Gotta remember, talking to people who are not Canadians around here. There might be some people from the United Kingdom. They know what I'm talking about when I say Z. They might. They might not. Whoops, what am I doing here? Okay, time for the bigger super chats. Okay, Winter Fox. Okay, you're dividing, I guess, your super chats between 2 weeks. Amaleth Series Part 4. So, in an effort, I love this is financially destroying for me. These videos are so lucrative for me by letting you have like 5 or more cards. But in an effort to make them hopefully more attractive to future people, I am trying to make the custom card shows a little bit shorter, and with that, maybe we're going to get more variety as well. But I love all of you. I love all of you still. Okay, Frozen Phoenix of the Sheer Haxis. This is a double colorless, double snow, 1 generic, 5/3 Blizzard Phoenix. And of course, it's snow because it's done by none other than Winter Fox. Flying protection from red and green. Very unusual for a colorless card. When Frozen Phoenix of Sheer Hexus enters the battlefield, create an emblem that no players control that has non-snow and or non-embleth creatures have -1/-1 during the combat phase and lose haste and vigilance. Ha! You haste creatures, no, there will be haste no more. Finally, we have a card that will slow down the Blossom metagame. Blossom metagame already solved. It's like by 2 factors that Battle Cry like gives +1/+1, +1/+0, right? This also neutralizes that with the -1/-1. Winter Fox, sorry, this is like a direct answer to this card. Look, it's red, protection from red. Unbelievable. The coincidence. Did this card have vigilance too? No, that's one thing it didn't have. Okay, now for a snow and a colorless tap, targets non-snow and or non-embleth creature, loses all abilities until end of turn. I think the fact that this card mostly affects creatures that are attacking actually makes it super fair. It's the biggest coincidence of all. Is it, Winter Fox? Is it really the biggest coincidence of all time? Or were you trying to bring balance to the Blossom metagame? Okay, let's take a look at another one of your cards. This is the Unstable Cemetery Implosion. For 3 mana, it's an instant. Cemetery Implosion deals X damage to target player, and all other players are dealt damage equal to half of X, where X is equal. Huh? There's a lot of X's over here. There's too many X's. Okay, it deals X damage to target player, and all other players are dealt damage equal to half of X, where X is equal to the number of cards in target player's graveyard. Okay, so, I get, this is actually perfect flavor. It's actually perfect flavor. So, one person gets hit with the explosion the worst, and everyone gets, like, the afterblast, but that's not as nearly as big of an impact as the person who got hit, right? Then, if your life total is less than 5, you take no damage and gain X life instead, where X is equal to the total damage dealt to all players. I don't know about the life game part. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So if you have... Because I think it should just finish you off, right? These cards have so many words. Brainy hurts. Well, that's why you got to interpret it. We got to read it slowly. You got to let it... Some of these custom cards, they have to simmer. They simmer for a little bit, and then you understand. It's another Yu-Gi-Oh card. How many Yu-Gi-Oh cards are there? Am I just like, is this just day in and day out I'm reading Yu-Gi-Oh cards? This is really just a virtual Yu-Gi-Oh show at this point. Okay, Unstable Cemetery Implosion. Works for me. It's a color. It feels like an artifact. Okay, next up, we're going to treat one of these as a freebie from you, Winter Fox. Okay, next up, we're going to have, and also remind me next week, or not next week, in 2 weeks, that you have a free 2 cards. Brian Free, now presenting the Gruul series as requested, the Realmar Chronicles update. Sorry, Realmar Chronicles updated. Okay, let's take a look at this updated stuff. Give another 1 to 3 color combination for next custom card show. Ooh, excellent idea. So, next show. Oh yeah, because I wanted like triple, very heavy on red, very heavy on green. Next, do Bant. Just do Bant. Could be anything you want. Okay, Realmar Resurgent. This is a triple green, triple red, 8/8 human druid. Haste and trample, because it better do that. If I'm paying this much green and this much red, it better be trampling haste. In fact, I don't understand why Wizards just gives away trample and haste for like a bunch of colorless. Okay, the card is like 1 green, 1 red, 6 colorless. It can have trample and haste. No big deal. As long as it's your turn, Realmar is indestructible. When Realmar attacks, blocks, or creates, or a creature dealt damage by it this turn dies, add 3 mana in any combination of red or green to your mana pool. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So this is a very, very hard, very, very mana-intensive card, but you gain the mana, and also very aggressive. Definitely going to deal damage. It's Hogak in Gruul. Nikachu has never read a custom Magic the Gathering card, only converted Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yu-Gi-Oh, Runeterra, League of Legends. I think I've seen them all at this point. It's like there's no world for those cards. There's like no community. I'm like the only thing out there. It's like, okay, let's just make Magic the Gathering cards of these. We've looked at all those things. I guess the battle cry is not old enough for a bingo square recycling an old mechanic. Oh no, that's old. It's over a decade. Yeah, that's a super old mechanic. Where is it? Recycling old mechanic. Beautiful. I like this card. It is fair. And then here's the deal. If we're paying like triple green, triple red, then absolutely this card is going to be fair. But you can have all the abilities that you want. My biggest problem is Wizards prints a lot of cards with a lot of generic mana and like just a bazillion abilities. And I think that is just full-blown stupid. Okay, next up we got Savage the Weak. It is a triple red 6 generic instant spell, but it costs 1 less for each attacking creature you control. Creatures you control gain double strike and menace until end of turn. Holy cow! First I thought I was just a big attack, and then after I do my blockers, I realize I'm dead. This is exactly what this card is going to do. Reminds me of, it's giving me, what is that equipment called? There's that equipment for like double red, and it costs 1 less to cast for each creature attacking, and it gave the creatures trample and double strike, and maybe like plus X, plus 2 or something like that. Very, very strong. Make Nikachu read Peppa Pig TCG cards. Peppa Pig. Maybe Barney TCG cards. Barney Embercleave, that's what I was thinking of. So this is very Embercleave vibes. And probably... Oh no, you don't want to do this until block. You want to do this before blocks. So that it makes the creatures like really hard to block because you give menace. Yeah, if you do it after blocks, it's gonna look stupid. Yeah, you have to do it pre-blocks and probably win. It's very, very Embercleave. Like maybe it's better than Embercleave then. Because with Embercleave, you at least got to block, and then one of those blockers got screwed. Whereas this, no blocking for you. No blocking. It's only going to be playable if you attack with a lot of creatures. I say it's fair. It's probably what the Goblins decks have been waiting their entire lives. Their entire lives for. Okay, next up, Trent Sims. What do you got for us, Trent Sims? Decided on doing Hollow Knight cards today. The Knight and the Mantis Lords. What is this from? I don't know. Is this a game? 2 mana 2/2. It's called the Knight. Insect Knight. When 1 or more cards are exiled. Sorry. When 1 or more cards are exiled, you gain 1 life. Pay 2 life. Exile a non-land permanent you control. Regenerate this creature. But you don't really pay anything. It says pay 2 life, but you're really paying 1, right? So it's like you aren't really paying 2 life because you exile the card, you're gonna gain 1. Then pay 3 life, exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Then you don't lose anything. Put your choice of a +1/+1 counter on or a lifelink counter or a death touch counter on this creature. I think pay 2 life, exile a non-land permanent. It's broken. I think it's broken. I think the cost has to be higher. Or, okay, you have 2 options. The first one is whenever 1 or more cards are exiled, you gain... Oh, I see, if 1 or more. So if you pay 3, you only gain 1. So it's not as... But this is still only gain... It only costs 1 here. The effect is 1 or more. So if you exile... Yeah, I just realized that. It's still really iffy. I think this card is super fair if you scrap this part, or you have to make these things more expensive. Maybe pay 3 life is fine. I can see that. Because you pay 3 life, you gain 1, so you basically paid 2. But paying 2 to exile a non-land permanent, that's like too easy. So basically, pay 1 life. Oh, sorry, you're not blinking anything. Regenerate this creature. Okay, maybe this... Okay, forget it. I take it back. These are very, very fine abilities. I completely take it back. We're exiling a non-land permanent we control. That's backbreaking just to regenerate this creature. I was overrating this thing. It's like, oh wow, that's so cheap. But we're losing a card. Okay, I take it back. It's actually really, really, really fair. Supremely fair. And maybe you put in a blink deck and go ham. Nikachu improves the card. No, I was not improving anything. I was making it worse. I didn't realize how balanced this card was in the first place. Yeah, 1 or more, so you only get 1 life. This is more like, I think, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is Nikachu can't read the damn cards. That's what this is. I'm not reading I'm not reading this thing properly. Yeah, regenerate in 2025. Well, they don't have that anymore? That's not an evergreen mechanic? I thought it was an evergreen mechanic. I just thought it was a weird thing that they don't want to lean on very often. Okay, the second card. The Mantis Lords. It's a 5-mana 3/3 insect noble warrior with vigilance and reach. Other warrior creatures you control get +1/+1. Ah, finally. The warrior lord that we've all been waiting for. Whenever this creature dies, if it was not a token, create 2 tokens that are copies of it, except the tokens aren't legendary. This is awesome. I like the idea of this. I don't know if we need the... sure, give it vigilance and reach. Who cares? I like the idea of this completely. We got 5 words in the... We got 5 words. Where's the 5 words here? 5 words in card type. Bingo. Finally, we finally have some decent creatures after a board wipe, right? We finally have a decent creature. And it's very reasonably cast at 5 mana. Yeah, I like this idea. I like this idea for Merfolk. Give this to Merfolk. Whenever the creature dies, I want 2 more. So finally, they have no incentive. People have less incentive to attack into me. They have less incentive to attack. They have less incentive to use their stupid removal spell on my creature. And Trent is like, I assure you, this is a massive flavor win, 100%. Well, I'm just gonna have to trust you on this. I don't know who the Mantis Lords are. I didn't know who the other creepy guy is. Actually, he's not creepy. He's a little cute. This guy's a little adorable. I'd keep him as a pet. If Winter Fox's card wasn't specific enough, the Wall Kindred land. Okay, yeah, we can go back. You know, I depend on all of you to see these things. Where is this? That's so specific. That's right. That works out. Just name that card Mitosis and print it. That has something to do with like biology, right? Okay, I like the card. I love it. I like that the idea. When this thing dies, make tokens. Make tokens that are copies of this. Okay, next up. We've got... Okay, we're going to go to Steve Cooper, who has not only... I'll let you donate. Yeah, we're donating to Pedgeman. You're allowed to pay extra if it completes the bingo, and so on. Okay, first 2 is the mana cycle of blue-black. Mana cycle. This is going to show up. Yep, it does. And then you want to do donate a Pedgeman bingo space. If it goes over the limit, donate. No, it's okay. We'll do it. We can do it this week. It's okay. You're good. Okay, Pedgeman, you better get your cards lined up. Or your card. Mana Veil. This is a 2-mana instant. Choose one. Target player cloaks the top X cards of their library. At the end of turn, return those cards to top of their owner's library in a random order. So cloak is like almost like morph, right? Like you're putting the cards face down on the battlefield. So, but that's so weird that it's there temporarily and then they can like be returned. And the other option is up to X target creatures gain hexproof and can't be blocked until end of turn. Okay. Up to X? Okay, so for just 2 mana, anything, like everything has hexproof. Where X is the amount of blue and black mana in your mana pool. Oh, yes, it's one of these cards you have. So you want to... Is this a mana floating thing? Where X is the amount of blue and black mana in your mana pool? So we need to have more than this. Oh, yeah. So we need to overpay for this card, but we don't pay for it. And then with all that mana in the mana pool, we get these abilities. Neat. So the deal is we want to target ourselves probably with this cloak card. If I understand this correctly. That's totally fair game. It's a mana floating card. Very, very original concept. Very original. Lets you play with basically multiple spells in one turn. Next up, you've got the Mana Cycle. This is a Golgari version. And now remember, the X is going to be the amount of black and green mana that's floating in our mana pool. Choose one. Target player returns a creature card mana value X or less to the battlefield. That player loses half life rounded up. Oh, so it's a X or less. So it's it's like some sort of a weird reanimate, and then destroy up to X target creatures. You gain X life. What? So it's 2 mana destroy like 2 creatures. If I'm floating 5 mana destroy 3 creatures. This is insane. It's like a 2 mana board wipe. I think that's nuts. And you gain life. No, I can't let that is insane. Who's going to back me up on this? Seb Stone is going to back me up. The second Mon is just... Every deck would play this card. Every deck. I mean, I'll admit, it's not a good removal spell. Like, it's terrible early on in the game. So it is basically... You know what? We should reconsider, like, how good this card is. It's terrible early on in the game, right? So it's like, it's at best, it's like... Or sorry, at worst, it's a murder because you have to spend 2 mana, float 1. No, but it's never a murder. You're never actually spending 3 mana on it. You're just floating the mana. You're going to use that mana on something else. That's hitting so damn hard. Even my grandma got it. It's at worst a better murder. Yeah. But like murder sucks. You remember to make your You Heard the Music bingo for the sponsored segment? You happy we got there? Thank you so much. And I really appreciate you. Okay, you know, okay, in retrospect, I don't know how to evaluate this card. It could be really, really good, or it could be mediocre. This card is worthless on turn 2. I'm just guessing that by the moment you hit turn 3, it's like all gravy. It's basically it's like instant. It's a terminate. It's a terminate at once you have 3 lands in play, plus upside because you can play something else at the same time. X should be the total mana value of power of creatures you destroy. That makes it fair. That would make it very, very fair. I'm like just concerned when you get like 5 or 6 mana in play. They're just like float all this mana, kill 4 things, gain like a boatload of life, and like play a bunch of creatures after that to replace it. Maybe the creatures should also be mana value X or less. Oh yeah, that would definitely make it fair. I don't know if it would make it super terrible. It's possible that this card is fine as it is. It's actually possible. This is like a card you'd have to play test it to know for sure. It's possible. I would lean that it's too strong though. That's just how I'm leaning. we still have this other ability attached to it. Very interesting concept. Okay, Pedgeman gets a dono. You want Gilgamesh, King of Heroes. I rotated it. Wait, what is this? I rotated it because I'm nice. Thank you. I appreciate that you're nice. Is this like a weird two-sided card? 6 mana, 4/5. Demigod, Noble Servant. Oh, by the way, this is for the this is dono to Pedgeman. For the we literally have, for anyone that wants to know, we literally have a spot for Pedgeman on here. We gotta remove this Majra series, change it with something. Oops, where am I? Okay, Gilgamesh, King of Heroes. 6 mana for a 4/5 Demigod Noble Servant. Reach, ward, sack a permanent for each spell cast this turn. That seems a bit disgusting. It's like ward, it's like storm for ward or some crap like that. The Noble Phantasm. When this is on the battlefield, you may cast a copy of a card on this card's back face by discarding a card in addition. Oh yeah, you have that thing like, if the creature's on the battlefield, you can cast the other card by discarding paying its costs. Whenever an opponent draws a card, create a treasure token. You really had to have that part at the end there. I think this card's like, honestly, I think this card is very, very strong. There's a new creature type? What, servant? We don't have servants in Magic. You want something, you go do it yourself. You just get off your butt. Get off your butt and get your own damn Coke. Okay, oops, no, you had the... Okay, let's look at the second side. By second side, I mean this side. Thank you for rotating it. I appreciate it. So we have the Sword of Rupture. So you can copy these cards. Colorless, 2 generic. Whenever equipped creature attacks for each permanent type, defending player sacrifices a permanent of that type. Equip Demigod Servant. This is just a weird card. Gate of Babylon for an Is It and an X. Search your library for an equipment card with mana value X or less and reveal it and put it into your hand. Then you may discard it. If you do, Gate of Babylon deals damage equal to its mana value to any target. Shuffle your library. I think both sides, they're terrible, which actually balances this card out a little bit. Coke, I'm more into Pepsi. Well, you know what? I drank Pepsi for the first 22 years of my life. I moved to Coke and I haven't gone back since. I have no regrets. I still drink it where I can't get Coke, though. Is Pepsi fine? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's all good. 6 mana for this Abomination. Ward, and whenever an opponent draws a card, you get treasure tokens. I have like a sinking feeling this treasure token thing is evil. Like, I have a sinking feeling. Like, this is just asking for Wheel of... Like, I know it's a little bit different from Hull Breacher, but you're giving this thing super Hull Breacher vibes, right? Hull Breacher got banned for... Well, I mean, Hull Breacher got banned for a few reasons. Like, people didn't actually get to draw the cards. He is an evil tyrant in gold. Yeah, it is. Okay, I will... I'm a little 50-50 on this card. If it didn't make treasures every single time someone drew a card, it would be a snap yes. I'm not saying it's a no, but it's not a snap yes. Very popular commander is a 5-drop in these colors that centers around wheel effects. A very popular commander, but does it make treasures off wheels? Like, does it make treasures off of drawing cards? If it does, then I guess this is fine. We used to have a custom word cost. Yeah, I'm using a different... I need new bingo cards. Coffee Crew, make new bingo cards. Flip it around. Do we have this one? Custom word cost? No. Oh, this is definitely... Oh, is this a waifu? No, this is... what do they call it? It's not a waifu when it's a guy. It's husbando, I think. I think it's a husbando. It's a husbando! Seb Stone. There we go. That's right. Some of you know. I'm getting my weeb on. I don't know how weebish I am. Everyone thinks I'm a weeb. I'm probably like a noob weeb, honestly, you know? I'm just super noobish. Root beer. I won't say anything bad about root beer. We're in the same family of pop products. Okay. Yeah. So I've no idea what to do about this card. I mean, this could be anything. Choose your own death. Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe it's not. Okay. Next up, we're going to Magostera. Nikachu, nice seeing you take advice of card limits. Advice. People have been asking me this for years. I was just trying to cash in. I am really appreciative of all the new people that are here, though. So 2 cards for me today. The AAP07 sounds like the name of an airplane or something. And Baltius. The second is Cosmos. The brackets are for easier search. Okay, the AA... Huh? This is the same thing. The second is Cosmos. Okay, for colorless 3 generic, we have a 4/4 construct. Ha! They'll go great in my Urza Saga deck. Now it's got flying and pulse armor, protection from mana value 2 or less, missiles barrage. Whenever AAP07 Baltius attacks, it deals 2 damage to each other creature. Holy crap! I'm not gonna say that's even broken. It feels like just a weaker form of Annihilator. And it also has flamethrowers. Whenever the AAP07 deals combat damage to a player, destroy target non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less that player controls. This card is just out to come kill me. This blows away my entire... I am a Merfolk player. This would just destroy my soul. Because what ends up happening is... you first deal 2 damage to all my creatures, then you will absolutely destroy one of my lords. My lord dies, and then it doesn't buff up the rest of my creatures, and it just kills me. Feels pretty weak. It's not that weak. I mean, like, what do you want? You're gonna play this in a mana ramp deck with your. You put in your Locust deck, your Soul Land deck, your artifact ramp deck. Yeah, just counter it. Yeah, it's as easy as that. And that's what I do for the most part. Sometimes they get through the counter spells. And as protection from mana value 2 or less, it's just screw all that piddly small crap. Fascinating card. It's funny, it beats up on the little guys. Doesn't have so much protection versus the big guys. Disenchant is like 20 cents. I gotta splash a whole new color for that, Toads. You know, I have to take on a whole new identity. It's like you're asking me to like move across the country. I'm not gonna do that. What was the other card? Cosmos? The Cosmos. Here is the results. Okay, we got blue 3 generic for a star. It's an incarnation. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards you own in exile. For 2 mana, turn a face-up card in exile you own face down? This sounds funny. Like, okay, that card you all saw face up. Okay, you don't know what it is anymore. It becomes foretold. Its foretell cost is its mana cost. Activate only during your turn and only as a sorcery. What does that matter if it's in exile, though? Okay, let's say you turn it face up in exile. Turned... Or did you mean like face down and in play? Yeah. You didn't see anything. You have no idea what this foretold card is. Or no, it becomes foretold. So I have a feeling you mean to say that like turn a face up card in exile you own face down on the battlefield, and then that makes like 100% perfect sense. As is I don't know if it would do anything in exile. You want to turn it face up in exile for the foretell decks, I guess. It can't be interacted with by opponents if it's face down. But what is it gonna? What good is it face down in exile? I can take any card in exile and make it foretold. Foretold cards are always face down in exile, or were they? Did they always go in exile? Maybe I'm a moron. Cards that foretells from exile. Oh, okay. Then I'm just an idiot. You know what? In that case, it makes more sense that it's face down in exile. How did it even get there? I guess the card has been spent, goes to the graveyard, rest in peace it back into exile, and then replay it. It's kind of like plot. Yeah, that's okay, yeah, I guess so. I'm confusing it with another mechanic. You know, these days, Wizards, it's just recycling old mechanics. There's like nothing new. They're not as Wizards is not as original as the rest of you here. People making these floating mana mechanics and so on. So you can't blame me for like screwing up one mechanic into another. Okay, next up. David Mosley with Omen Beak, Harbinger of Fate. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's actually a bird. It's a 4-mana 3/4 bird cleric with flying. For the cleric players out there, they're starving for cards, I know. Birds you control have whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, scry one, then draw a card. I love it. Yes. We need more bird. We need a bird bomb, and this is it. I once made a casual bird deck for like this play group that I was part of once. I had a lot of fun with it, but there's like no bird payoffs. I'm literally just pecking people for 1 damage. At the end of your turn, if you scryed 3 or more times this turn, you may exile the top card of your library face up. That card becomes plotted. This is super fair too. We need more bird bombs. Bird bomb, like Didara card. I can't wait to make my Superman deck when we get the DC Universes Beyond. What do you have to wait? What do you have to wait for, Trent? You could just do it today. Whenever this, yeah, birds you control. So the problem with birds is that they all suck. Like our best bird ever was Baleful Strix. That's just not what it used to be either. So we can turn the Baleful Strix into like way more value. They just completely ignored the bird card type. I mean, it's just crap. This will bring it back. This will make birds. Well, make it really strong. It will still probably be pretty bad versus Bowmasters, but you know what? I'm gonna like it anyway. Thanks so much for submitting the card. Nova the Space Wolf. It's time for the second Darken. You remember that the first one did from last week? Okay, we're gonna look at the Darken part 2. The Darkens. Oh, did I look at this up right? The Darken part 2. Oh, I'm just looking up the Darken. Haha! Huzzah! The Darken Aegis. This is a 2-mana artifact Darken equipment. It's got Absorb 1. If a source would deal damage to that creature... Huh? If a source would deal damage to... Is it that creature or a creature? I don't remember how Absorb works. Prevent 1 of that damage. Equipped creature gets +0/+1, equip for 1. Super cheap equipment. But it's got, like, forget the front side. Look at the back side. Oh, is this just a double-sided card? Oh, it's a double-sided. Oh, is it a Night and Day card? No, I can't tell is this a double-sided card or is it a Night and Day card? I can't remember what the logos look like. I think it's a double-sided card. So we can choose to play the other side of this. Nikachu can't find the Darken. It's too dark to see. That's right. Nadu was a bird? Yeah, but then they banned it. They banned the bird. And it was in Simic. I'm not even interested. Yeah, it's a modal face card. Cool. Okay. Usually, I mean, you can have it either way, I'm sure. But usually, I think the creature's on the front side. I might be wrong, though. You can have it. It doesn't matter, though. Okay, 5 mana for a 4/3 Darken Ascendant Warrior named Joral. Where's Joral's head? Oh, it's over here. Sort of looks like Sauron to me. Also has Absorb 1 with Challenger. Whenever this creature attacks, you may have target creature defending player controls untap and block it, even if unable to do so normally. When Joral declares an attack, all instants and sorcery spells opponents control cost 2 more to cast until the end of the next combat phase. So when I declare an attack, all instants and sorcery spells... but that's weird. So when you declare an attack, our opponent's sorcery spells cost 2 more. They can't play sorcery spells, or not normally. I mean, okay, they technically can. There's some cards out there that'll say like, Okay, like you can cast sorceries like their instant speed, like their instants. Doesn't need to be equipped to be an equipped creature that has absorb. The artifact side has absorb. If a sword would deal damage to that creature, prevent one of that damage. Yeah, if a source would deal damage to that creature. Yeah, so for the Darken Aegis, I'm sure this is just an ability on the creature that it has equipped to. Well, technically, you declare the attack, not Drow. No, I understand, but oh, yeah, that's right. You could say when Drow attacks. It honestly, I believe it's the same thing. It's not any different. When you attack, that is technically what you declared. So when you go to your declare attacker steps and you attack with Drow, then you declared an attack with Drow. Plus probably other creatures. I was under the impression that when equipment has a keyword and is equipped, the equipped creature gets the keyword. Yeah, you're right. I did not misunderstand what that card was. Also, increasing the cost of a spell an opponent controls does nothing since it's already on the stack. Well, it depends. Like, you can't do it. See, if you, let's say I go, hey, declare my attack. Do you want to play spells? And they're like, well, no. And then I attack them? It's too late. Oh, I see. No, it's not too late. This is when Drell attacks all instants. Oh, I see. This might be an ability that goes on the stack. I get it. I see. So this ability might do nothing. You know how you could word this then? Just put it when Drell is attacking. Or it would be worded for as long as Drell is attacking, all instant and sorcery spells and opponent's control cost 2 more to cast until the end of the combat phase. And with that, I have improved a card. I've done it again. I am so genius. Everyone's just gonna make double-sided cards to get around the card limit. No, you can't do that. You have to because that people used to do that, and it would just the show just took forever. So if you have a 2-sided card, you basically are paying for each side of the card. I can't remember, or it depends. If one side has like no text on it, it's fine with me. And that was it. That was the Darken part 2. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got the Damn Draws with the Crank Start Cavadar. Crank Start. It's a skeleton. Pay a black. Artifact creature. Skeleton construct. 1/2. Start your engines. I heard this is super unpopular. Like, Ether Drift is, like, super crappy. We should do a show like that. Like, Ether Drift after the aftermath of Ether Drift, or the aftermath of, like, every single set that comes out. What worked, what didn't. And apparently, like, you know, I don't know, was it just too complicated or something? Start your engine sounds like a really annoying mechanic to keep track of, I'll admit that. When Crank Start Cadaver, it's a Cadaver. When Crank Start Cadaver enters, target opponent loses 1 life. Pay a black, sacrifice your Crank Start Cadaver. A target opponent loses life equal to your speed. So that's actually very flavorful. For as fast as you're going, you're just going to blast summon for that much damage. And you can unearth this for a double black. I love to start my engine. Some cards are great. You get no more than 1 double-sided card with the current card limit, right? You get no more than 1 double. That's correct. That's correct. A double-sided card is going to be considered 2 cards. Start your engines is great in limited. It requires a lot of work in standard. Oh, I think it's just downright useless in standard. Ether Drift. Enough with the cursive tests. Cursive sets. Go back to the 3 set a year block. Oh, we have to go back super back for that, Toads. We have to go back to, like, what, the year 2000? Before, like, core sets were a thing? Vinovsky is, like, more like Ether Drift Z's. Okay, this card definitely works. For the skeleton fam out there. Next up. we've got Sivart with, will you ever do a custom stream that's just freebie section? I know donations pay the bills, but maybe once a month just for the variety. This is what we got the bingo card for. So for the bingo, so for donate, for example, you haven't, for any excess, people can donate for the freebie section, but also, oops, this is not aligned very well. For each bingo over here, we go to the freebie section. So there's a lot of opportunity for the freebie section. Maybe one day we should just do it. There's, I don't know, once every 3 months we just go through the freebie section, and I go through as many one-off cards. But you're right. This is this is mostly how I make my money. Do you have a card, by the way, Sivart? If you do, we can look it up. Otherwise, I will donate it to somebody. And that donation will be to... Does anyone need a donation? Let's give it to... I guess... Give it to Vane, maybe? This is 2 cards, though. This is a double-sided card? No, this is just one-sided. This looks very Yu-Gi-Oh-like. But maybe not Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the Cyber End Dragon. This is a 7-mana, 7/5 dragon machine. First strike, trample, and haste. You may sacrifice 3 creatures named Cyber Dragon rather than pay this spell's mana cost. How does it work? Okay, so this is like... Okay, you may sacrifice 3 creatures. Oh yeah, this is super Yu-Gi-Oh! This is like tributing, right? You tribute? It's funny. It's like, definitely not a Yu-Gi-Oh card. No, I don't think so. You can't fool me, because I know you have to like sacrifice creatures. Sorry, you have to sacrifice monsters. Is it a ritual? You ritual away monsters to go summon an even bigger one. Yeah, my super chat for wanting more freebies. It absolutely is going to the freebie section. 100%. But it says you may sacrifice 3 creatures named Cyber Dragon rather than pay this spell's mana cost. 3 creatures named... Oh, this is not Cyber Dragon. This is Cyber End Dragon. What's this other one's called? Cyber Dragon? It's a twin Cyber Dragon? I don't get it. There's some Cyber Dragon series that I'm not familiar with. Jess says, I added up a month of Super Chat's views with ad spots and memberships. Nikachu makes more makes more than me, but he works and deserves more than me. Super Chat is face off. Okay. I have a feeling this is probably not even worth it to get onto the battlefield. If you have to sacrifice 3 creatures, that sounds devastating. Like that part of... Like, do you know what? In Yu-Gi-Oh, that's fine when your cards cost nothing. But when you actually have to pay actual mana for your cards in Magic the Gathering, it's absolutely backbreaking. Spend 7 mana, sack 3 creatures, get this in play, and someone just like destroys it. Oh, by freebie section, I meant the Reddit freebie section. Oh! Is that what you meant the entire time? Oh, you mean the, you want to do an entire show of just freebie section. Well, okay, I'll do that as well. Just because you super chatted. Yeah, this is the actual freebie section. The answer to that question is probably no. We would never do a full show of just these, just because, yeah, this is what makes these shows worth it for me. These beautiful, beautiful donations. I'm also really surprised no one else tries to get in on this. Okay, Fishmonger. This is a 3-mana 1/3 human. Spells you cast have gift a tapped fish. Whenever a creature enters under an opponent's control, they lose 1 life. Whenever a creature... Oh, so interesting. So this actually incentivizes you in some way to gift creatures to your opponents. Here, have a creature, and also lose a little life while you're at it. It actually costs to get regular Cyber Dragon unless you have none on the battlefield. But they don't have mana in Yu-Gi-Oh! But you just play the thing for nothing. I think this card could be stronger. I think it could be like a 3/3 or something. Next, Super Chat from Brandon Hall. Misty, Fate Reader. What, not the Misty from Pokemon? The Water Gym Leader? Nope, that's not the Misty I know of. Misty, I mean, is the hair the same? Or is Misty's hair red? I think Misty's hair is actually red. Okay, there's a 3-mana 3/3 human warlock. Now, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that manifests dread. I think that player manifests dread. So everyone gets like a creature off the top of their deck. Wow, this game's about to speed up. As long as an opponent controls a face-down creature, they cannot attack you with creatures they control that are not face-down. Huh? As long as an opponent controls a face-down creature, they cannot attack you. Oh! So everyone's getting face-down creatures. Oh, but they can attack you with the face-down creatures, but they're not allowed to attack you with non-face-down creatures. Weird. So yeah, as long as an opponent controls a face-down creature, they can't attack you with creatures they control that are not face-down, the non-face-down. As long as an opponent controls a face-down creature, they cannot block creatures you control with creatures that are not face-down. So for everything that we play face-up, they can't block our stuff. And also, they can't attack with their non-face-down creatures. And also, you got Scry too. That's a little bit of sweet value at the end there. Make sure that all your manifest dreads are amazing. Yeah, they're all 2/2 creatures. So for anyone that doesn't know, do we have an emo bingo space? I don't think we do. Only the manifested cards can attack. Absolutely. So if anyone doesn't know, manifest dread is you're basically manifesting a 2/2 creature off the top of the deck every turn. The tap to scry 2 is pretty random. No, it's not, because remember, a manifested creature can be turned face up into its actual creature for its casting cost. So that's what the Scry 2 is. The Scry 2 is to make sure you've put, like, you know, a good quality creature card on top of your deck, not a land, because lands can't be turned face up. That becomes your Manifest Dread, and then you can flip it face up later on. It's a very imaginative card. For Assault flavor, maybe tap and Surveil 2. Well, yeah, could be. Yeah, could be Cerebro. I like that idea. I think this is a great card, too. I think this is also a great Chaos Ensues card. 3 mana. All right, everybody. Let's Manifest Dread out here. And by the way, you may not be the best person. You may not be the only one, like, stacking the better creatures on top of the deck. So it's possible. It's possible. It backfires. Next up, we got Cameron Cole here, a giant super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Dono for bingo. These cards are all cool as always. Thank you so much, Cameron Cole. And with that double super chat, where do we have where's the bingo? Super chat just to complete the bingo. Except it didn't complete a bingo. But maybe it will eventually. But it will be two donos. We'll give the first one to the real Maxim, who's probably watching right now. Maybe at work, not in chat, but still posting on Discord. Karna, Lachnam Archdruid, the 3 mana 3/4 elf druid. If you like elves, you like druids, you're gonna like this card. You can't play lands. No? Oh wait, that's us. No, what happened? No. Okay, whenever one or more land cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, return them to the battlefield. Okay, so oh my god. So I could, like, continuously wasteland and also ghost quarter people. Okay, return them to the battlefield under your control with a finality counter on them. Okay, so that I can't repeat this. They're 2/2 black zombie creatures in addition to their other types and have haste. This ability triggers only once each turn. I have a feel. I have no idea how this card is going to get broken in half. Yeah, I guess it's going to have to be like a self-mill type deck. It's very balanced in that way. So you self-mill, get a bunch of lands on the battlefield, but then they're going to die, right? They've got a finality counter. Or sorry, they get exiled. They get exiled when they die. That's how this works. Didn't we see this card recently in an episode or so long ago? Is this a rework version? I don't remember. It could be a rework version. You know, you custom card players, you love it. The real Maxims. Oh, no, I'm here. It's just that I just got here. Well, you just got here just in time. With the Gitrog monster, you can sacrifice your lands, and then they're going to come back. They're never going to leave. You know what? I don't mind really powerful cards with a back-breaking downside, and it's possible. Like, this is very possible you just get locked out of the game, right? If your lands are gone, Like, for example, if there's a Rest in Peace in play and summon Armageddons, that's it. It's GG. Oops, no, that's the wrong super chat. So there's definitely a world where this backfires to your death. So for that, I think it's a very neat design card. Great! Now all your lands can be destroyed by the board wipes. Okay, Benovsky wanted half of that super chat. Where's Benovsky? Benovsky wants a freebie. The Nyx Abyss Mom. Nyx. The Nyx Abyss. Nyx Queen of the Abyss. Oh, perfectly sized card. It's a 4 mana, 3/3. Is this a waifu? Did we hit the waifu thing? I can't tell if this is a waifu or not. It almost looks 3G. Okay, this is a 3/3 Abyssal. At the end of each combat, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Nyx if it dealt damage this turn. Otherwise, remove all counters on it. Whenever Nyx or you would be dealt damage, you get that many pain counters instead. At the beginning of each upkeep, you lose 2 pain counters and lose 1 life for each counter removed this way. Oh! This, but I don't, why? Oh, so if damage is dealt to this thing, you still get the pain counters, which affect you. This reminds me of, this is like a reverse inverted something droplet. There's something like if you get dealt damage, you put counters on this, you put that many counters on a card and you gain a life at your upkeep. This feels like the opposite where you prevent the damage, but then you get dealt damage. At the beginning of each upkeep, you lose 2 pain counters and lose 1 life for each counter. So you're preventing at least 1 damage each time. Waifu for those thighs. I'd think this would just be a demon. Well, you would think, wouldn't you? This card was made just to fill that waifu space. Okay, well, it sounds like there's enough people that think it's a waifu. So I mean, we're gonna. I think we have enough agreement. Although I'm not going to be the person to judge here. Well, we've done the waifu now, Pedge, man. We've done the waifu now. You have to wait till next 2 weeks. Next 2 weeks. We're doing this once every 2 weeks now. I'd rather put an oil. You'd rather put. You're so naughty, Toads. So naughty. Put the oil counter on her. I can't tell how strong or broken this card is. I'll say it's fine. It's possible that, like, this is like. I mean, she can die, right? You can just destroy this creature, so it can't be that broken. It just sounds like this is like partial life gain. For every 2 damage you take, you actually only take 1. So if you take 10 damage, you take 5. That's like you gain. It's like 5. It's like passive life gain in my mind. Next up, we look at David Mosley with the Feather of Foretelling for more Omen Beak synergy. Feather of. You building a bird deck out there, David? Birds of a feather flock together. 3 mana legendary artifact. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and once each turn, when you would scry, you may instead put choose to plot the top card of your library. That sounds crazy. You may look at the top once each turn when you would scry. So instead of scrying, what? I'm just playing a creature for free? Pay 1 tap, scry 1. If this is the 3rd time you've scryed this turn, draw a card. Are we just like putting creatures in play for free off of this card? If I understand correctly. Hello, I'm late, but bingo, we did this already. Plowshare. Well, sort of. Okay, I'll put it that we did this already. We actually didn't do that exact card though. That's funny. We've done something similar to that in the past. See, oh yeah, you take the same amount of damage, you just take it over time instead of immediately. But I thought you removed 2. Oh, for each damage you get 2? I thought it was for each damage you take a pain counter, but then you remove 2 pain counters to take 1 damage, if I understood that correctly. Maybe I misunderstood. Okay, Sebstone says, so instead of scrying, you can just cast stuff for free next turn. This is what I'm getting at. Once, so it's like once each turn, when you would scry, you may instead choose to plot the top card of your library. If that's a creature, it's just a free creature. Oh, I misunderstood your card. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's the same. Okay, then it's super fair. So 1 damage per pain counter. You remove 2 at once. Oh, so you have to take 2 damage at a time. Do we have anything to say about the Feather of Foretelling? I'm understanding that right, though. You're just you can scry a creature. I guess the downside is it's 3 mana. It's 4, so you need to have 4 mana available to plot something, and then you have to, and even though you plot it, you can't play it immediately. You have to wait until next turn. And it's every player's upkeep once each turn. But you have to untap this thing. You may look at the top card of your library and scry 1. If this is the 3rd time you scry this turn, you get to draw a card. Okay, this is one of those cards. I'm not 100%. Like maybe this card is nothing. Maybe it's just a do nothing card. Is this how I don't know? Well, you're also supposed to give the name of the card that you want to be seen if you're donating a card, Clive. Thank you very much for the super chat. If you have a card, let me know what it is. You just need to scry. You don't need to scry with a feather. Okay, so I'm like 50-50 on this card. Maybe it's fine, maybe a danger. Next up, we got Brandon Hall with So Me Songbird. Welcome all the new super chatters. The new policy is working perfectly. Okay, we got a 6 mana, 5/5 Cyborg Hacker. Ward, pay for life or sacrifice a non-land permanent. At 4 life, I think I will sacrifice that non-land permanent. Prowess. If you would draw a card, instead exile 3 cards, then... Uh-oh. We're not done yet. The show is way longer than I thought it was going to be. Which is totally fine. I love you all. Is that a thing? The show ends early. Discussing rules 15 for no one knows you can't get rid of this card. Nope. that was on another bingo card. 5 words in creature text box bingo. I think we did that one already. Yeah. We got that one already. Okay, if you would draw a card, instead exile 3 cards from the top of your library. You may cast 1 non-creature spell exiled this way by paying life equal to that spell's converted mana cost. Only once per turn. At the end of your upkeep, if you would draw a card, what? Are we doing this at our upkeep? Because we're at our draw step already. At the end of your upkeep, put cards exiled with this ability that were not played into your graveyard. So if you would draw a card instead, it gets the. I get the idea that you get this ability from the card that you draw for the turn, right? But the thing is, at that point of the turn, you're no longer in the upkeep. The upkeep is actually so you got you go untap, upkeep, and then the draw step. Draw step happens after the upkeep step. So at the end of, you have to do all your stuff at end of upkeep. So I would just reword this. At the end of your draw step, put cards exiled with this ability that were not played into your graveyard, basically. Bane says, by the way, I confirm the Cyber Dragon cards you looked at are Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So the Yu-Gi-Oh bingo must be crossed. Well, that's actually the Yu-Gi-Oh slot for here is for cards that have just an overwhelming amount of text. It's for the cards I have to actually lean in here. Either that or the cards last till next turn. Oh, maybe. At the end of your upkeep, that's another. Do you know what? That's a legitimate interpretation of that, Tom. 100%. Exile the cards at your draw step. You just have them until next turn. We had Cyber Dragon, which technically Yu-Gi-Oh card should be the bingo. No, that's not the meaning of the Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's not the meaning of the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Okay, I'm gonna say this card is. Actually legitimately fair. When it's like a 6 mana ward for sacrifice a permanent, I'm like really concerned about this, but it's just like a weird card advantage. It's like instead of drawing a card, you go a little bit deeper to see like, it's basically like almost like a brainstorm every turn in some like weird capacity. Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess that's true. It's not just the draw step; it's any draw. So even if you draw a card, you still exile. Imagine brainstorming, exile 3 cards. Oh, but then you have to put 2 cards from your hand back on top of your deck. That'd be just weird. No, I hope this is fair. It's now that I think about it, this card is probably just a huge pain whenever you have to draw cards. If you draw any card, draw 5 cards, exile 15. All of a sudden you'll be like, you'll think, oh my god. Okay, for Past Life, Intochryosis Part 3. Virtual user, I won't be able to tell the difference between you and Winterfox soon. Oh, we're already here. You literally just posted these cards. Next up, we got the Boreal Polar Ursa. This is a 3-mana 3/3 bear. It's literally a bear. Cryopathy. Boreal Polar Ursa has trample if it is night. It gets +1/+. You made another day and night card? We need more day and night cards in here. Why is it stronger at night? It's just more confident. It gains +1/+0 for each other differently named snow permanent you control. That actually is pretty baller. So you have like, there's a lot of ways to game this, right? You got snow-covered island, you got snow-covered plains, you got snow-covered mountain. And off of just those snow-covered island, mountain, and plains, just those 3 cards alone make this a 3-mana 6/3. Just automatically. It's automatically, oh no, it's actually, it gets +1/+0 for itself too. +1/+0 for each other differently named. Oh, it's other. It doesn't count itself. Okay, so it immediately just gets, it's just a 6/3 for 3 mana. Day and night card that isn't able to change the time. Gotta change it. I mean, you gotta build around it, all right? You gotta throw this in your werewolf deck, which has nothing to do with snow and nothing to do with blue either. I don't think there's... Oh, maybe there's some blue day and night cards. I just haven't paid attention to it. Okay, it's a cool card. And we got an elk. We were talking about elks earlier. This is the 3-mana 3/2 elk with cryopathy, so it deals damage in the form of ice counters. Boreal Rime Field Deer has trample if it is day, which it is by default. And then for a snow, tap, search your library for a basic land, put onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. It is a snow land. I think you have to have something like put a snow counter on it to make it like signify that it's snow. Or you have search your library for a basic snow land. I don't think it's as easy as saying like it is snow. Part 3 will fix the day/night thing. The ability is too strong. What, searching for a land and putting onto the battlefield? I think that's very below power level. I can't remember what's it's similar to, but there's like a lot of cards that just search your like have ramp like that. We shouldn't say it. There's a lot of cards, but I mean there are cards that ramp like this. That is hella ramp. Am I just going crazy? Like, is this like a super unique ramp card? Search your library for a basic land and put on the battlefield tapped. Like, it's not like any land. It's just a basic land. I swear there's at least a few cards out there that are like this. Maybe I'm wrong. Repeatable card searching in addition to other land types. Oh, it's a snow. Well, you gotta. I think it's appropriate that I don't even know why you have to have it worded like this. Just search your library for a basic snowland. What are you playing a snow deck without snowlands for? You have to cast to this thing with snowlands. No way! It's ramp on a stick for 1 mana. It's not for 1 mana. It's 3 mana. It's 3 mana. It's summoning sickness, and it's vulnerable to everything. It's got 2 toughness. held that artifact that when it attacked and pyroclasmed everything would kill this thing in an instant. For twice the cost in mana and a card. I think it's okay. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe I've lost my touch. Maybe they won't actually let me be part of Wizards R&D. Okay, Clive, thank you so much for your super chat. With your super chat, we're gonna give it to somebody in the coffee crew. We're gonna give it to somebody who hasn't got a card yet. Who is... Oh, Anna didn't get a card. We'll give one to Anna. Anna's very loyal to the show. It's a 3-mana instant called Count Your Blessings. Instant. You gain X life and reveal the top X cards of your library. Put up to 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order where X is the number of enchantments you control. So so we have so this is for an enchantment deck. Let's say we have 5 enchantments. We're going to gain 5 life. We reveal the top 5 cards of our library. We can put 2 of them into our hand, the rest of them at the bottom. Okay, yeah, I can get behind this. This is just a super value card. Strong. Well, here's the thing. Like you need to set up the board. Like you can't, if you have no enchantments in play, this literally does nothing. If you have no enchantments in play, imagine casting this and someone I don't know, blows up all your enchantments in response. You'd walk away, big sad face. No enchantments, couldn't be me. Fallen Neko says, yeah, fair but strong for white. And blue and black. Okay, that's sold. Going once, going twice, sold. Okay, we have more donations. Be careful with them donations. I used to have a cap on donations. Okay, to damn draws, 3 more. Let's look at 3 more. Who has not got a card yet? The Teach. The Teach doesn't have a card. We got Saul, Captain of the Damned. This is a 6-mana 4/6 Ghost Pirate. First strike, Vigilance. Pirates you control have first strike. Ghosts you control have Vigilance. And whenever you attack with 3 or more pirates, draw a card. That's value. Is that it? Oh, it's a Ghost Pirate. This is for the pirate decks out there. It's for both, I suppose. Please, could we address the bingo squares you missed? Discussing the rules with Somi. Oh yeah, okay. We have some. Yeah, we have some learn grammar. What else? And discussing the rules. Oh my goodness. Okay, back to Saul, Captain of the Damned. It's for the pirate deck, the pirate ship. There's going to be pirates, there's going to be ghosts. And whenever you attack with 3 or more pirates, so it feels like you're going to want to lean way harder on the pirates. Is there even ghosts in this game? Yeah, I was about to say, ghost isn't a creature type, it should be spirits. Yeah, ghost should be spirits. I just realized that right now. So it's there for flavor. So that just needs to be fixed. Ghosts don't exist in Magic the Gathering. Of course there's no ghosts. Ghosts aren't real. Yeah, everyone knows that it's only spirits around here. Oh, absolutely. You want to donate a Minor Magics. Okay, let's go take a look at Minor Magics. Minor Magics. You got no card today? You gonna get a freebie. Okay, it's a 3-mana legendary enchantment called Minor. We have another mining card. This is like not the first mining card we've seen today. For each other non-creature enchantment in play, artifact spells cost 1 less to cast. For each other non-creature enchantment. So if the enchantments are creatures, our artifacts don't get the tax decrease. For each non-creature artifact in play, each enchantment costs 1 less to cast. Why you design this card make my brain hurt? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's like perfectly worded to scramble my head. There is a point where machinery is magic to those who simply do not understand. Wise words of a lone artificer. Real Maxim has some advice about being a pirate deck. Also, the problem with being a pirate deck is that it's in Grixis usually. Hey, that's a bonus for some people. That's a feature, not a bug to some people. Anyone in chat who didn't get a card wants a donation? Because there's quite a few. There's still some donos left. Okay, next up, we're going to give one to Arian called Enough. This is a 5 mana. This is a 5 mana instant with Split Second. The spell costs 4 less to cast if a player has cast a combination total of 5 spells and or activated abilities. So it basically gets no discount. If a player is a combination of 5 spells and then end the turn. So basically you're just screwing over the Storm player. Each opponent mills cards equal to the number of spells they cast this turn. It might help them. You want to fill the graveyard of the Storm player? That can backfire so badly. Well, if you have a card, then you have to throw it in chat, Mr. Deadhead. You absolutely all can get... Well, okay, how many freebies do we have left? I think there's one more from the Damn Draws. We have one from Winter Fox. And hell, we'll count this thing. And maybe we'll get some bingos. Okay, Zach. Congratulations. You also get one. Solar Array version 5. Getting into Commander and trying to make it a bit more fair. You're playing your custom cards in Commander? Your playgroup lets you rule 0 that in? There's a 1 mana legendary artifact called Solar Array. When Solar Array enters, if you cast it, put a soul counter on it, and each opponent may skip their next draw step? You cast it, put a soul counter on it, and each opponent may skip the next draw step. Each who does creates a token that's a copy of Solar Array, so everyone can have one. Pay 1. Put a soul counter on Solar Array. Activate only as a sorcery. Tap. Didn't we look at this? I could have swore that we saw this one week, or maybe this is an adaptation to a card that you posted one week. Tap, add double colorless. Activate only if Solar Array has 1 or more soul counters on it. Oh, we looked at version 1. This is... So what's the difference? Is this... Okay, well, it definitely looks fixed. I don't know if it was broken in the first person. It's version 3. That's right. Oh, you people. What was like version 1? When it enters, if you cast it, put a soul counter on it, draw a card, then each opponent creates a token. Oh, God. Sorry. Yeah, okay, now I remember. It's like a soul ring that draws a card. So I don't understand this. You may skip their next draw step. Each player who does creates a token. So they can skip their draw. So they basically deprive themselves of a draw in order to have a Solar Array. So put a soul counter on Solar Array. Activate only as a sorcery. Oh, okay, so you pay 1. Yeah, you did it. You fixed it. It's fantastic. It's fixed. Everyone gets a soul ring. It's just gonna cost you your card draw. That's all. We did the broken version. Yeah, I looked back on the versions. First version a little sketchy. A little sketch. Okay, anyone else wants a super chat? We got one. Compliments of Winter Fox. Mappius wants one. We dishing it out today. The Lotus Temple. That sounds powerful. That's a powerful name. People don't always think about the names of their cards. That's this better be good, Mappius. Enters the battlefield tapped because it's so powerful. It taps for a white and a blue. Pay a white, tap, exile target white creature you control at the beginning of the next end step. Return to the battlefield under its owner's control. A creature entering this way. Oh, it doesn't cause abilities to trigger. So it's a way of I think you've finally found a way to make a fair sort of like save a creature card. This is actually a very, very well designed card. So enters the battlefield tapped, which means it's not free to play completely. And I think every creature deck is going to want to play with this thing. So it's like a way it's a fair flicker. It's no ETB shenanigans. It's literally there for what it's for. Save creatures from removal spells and maybe key creatures from board wipes. That's it. So this is perfect. Mr. Deadhead, if you want one, you gotta. I mean, your best spent your post. Give me the name of the card. I don't know about this. Yeah. Now that we look back on it, like, what does this have to do with a lotus? It's a temple, though. It is a temple in the shape of a lotus. Literally not a lotus. Okay, I like this card a lot. That's super cool. Okay, we got Keoken says, thank you for all your vids. Thank you so much, Keoken. I appreciate it. All of my videos, including the streams. Okay, where's a card from Mr. Deadhead? You got a card? Lotus Guardian. Yeah, Lotus Guardian is also not a Lotus. What is that, the 7 mana tapped at add a mana card? Similar to phasing, like, except someone can interact with the exiled card. Yeah, it's possible. Anna, you got a freebie already. We gave you a freebie. Unless there's a different Anna in the Discord. Okay, for you. Wants a freebie. Bazooka Bog. Is this like the swamp is going to explode or something? Bazooka Bog? I can't find this. Or did you not? Did you just post this or something? I don't see it here. Or you posted it without the name. Forgot the name. Sorry. Well, you got to name it for you. Okay, name it. Okay, I'll give you and Mr. Deadhead the thing. It's as one of those thanks. Well, what's the name of it? Oh, is this your series of cards? Okay, we'll look at this one. Okay, Mother Nature is angry. Don't piss off Mother Nature. It's a green legendary enchantment. Each play skips their draw phase. Okay, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I can't read this damn thing. Which means we've got a bingo. That means we get another freebie. That's how the rules work here. We get a bingo, we're going to give another freebie away. Okay, each player skips their draw phase. Whenever Mother Nature is angry, enters the battlefield, each player rolls a d6. Each player cuts their library that many times to the result of the die. Oh, God. At the beginning of each player's draw phase, each player draws a card from each of the library cut this way. On a 1, cut the library in half. On 2, cut the library in 3, and so on. Whenever there is only 1 card in a player's library, that player shuffles their graveyard into their library. Shouldn't it also you should specify that everyone has to cut their library in equal amounts? Which, like, this is a heinous card to play against. Absolutely heinous card to play against. Yeah, it's a free. Nobody knows what this is. Oh, I know what it does. This is like, it's on the same plane of obscurity as Shahrazad. As far as I'm concerned, you know, you combine Shahrazad with Mother Nature is angry, and you're gonna make your entire play group angry. It's almost a Chaos Ensues card. You're absolutely right. You named it? Okay, what was the name? It was Bajuka. Oh, by the way, this is crazy. This is a crazy card, and for 3 mana, like, no one's drawing cards anymore. You could ramp. You literally ramp this out on turn 2. Turn 1, Birds of Paradise. Turn 2, okay, no one draws cards anymore. Also, by the way, start dividing your deck like in billions of ways before the game has even started. Okay, Bazooka Bog. Here we go. Bazooka Bog. It's a bunch of bazookas. This land enters tapped. It is a swamp. This land, when this land enters, create a bazooka token. It's an artifact equipment token named Bazooka with equip 2, and equipped creature has tap and untap bazooka attached to this creature. Bazooka deals 3 damage to any target. Then for 3 mana, tap, create a bazooka token. So we make bazooka tokens, and then we can create bazooka tokens. It's an artifact equipment named Bazooka with equip 2. We tap the creature. has tap and untapped bazooka attached to this creature. So then we tap the bazooka, deals 3 damage. So we have to like tap the equipment too, and we're making more bazookas out of it. I think this is okay. It's a weird card. Oh no, you know what makes this broken? To be honest, you can fetch for it. That's actually a problem. That's actually, it's like basically it's a free equipment. It's basically crack fetch land, go get Bazooka Bog busted. Yeah, basically tap the Zuka and the creature. +1 for reference. Is this a reference? I have no idea what this is. This is some meme that I don't know. I'm so out of touch with the youngins people these days. If this is not a swamp, and it's just like an artifact land, enters the battlefield tapped, add a black, I think this is totally fine. But because it's just a free tutorable swamp, unfortunately. Cool concept, though. A plus flavor. Flavor is great. Okay, we're gonna get one Nikachu is an AI show. AI now called Deep Seek YouTuber. I will one day. Okay, we're gonna count this as a donation. I think there's some people in here that want some free cards. Did I miss? Solfim wants Fergnand. I didn't type the name. Is it here? Hold on, we'll get okay, I'll look up Fergnand. We have to type the name, Solfim. You know, like, how do I find your card? Where is it? Because I can't go in the deep crevices of my Discord to find this card. It is Fergnand. I didn't type the name. I'll take a quick look. But if I can't find it... Is this Fergnand? Nope. It's part of the rules! We got rules around here. And part of the rules is... you get. Oh, here we go. It wasn't too far. But part of the rules, you gotta type the name. So I won't be digging for it. Okay, we got Fergnand, the False Whisperer. This is a 4-mana 3/4 human noble. Protection from goaded creatures. And when Fergnand enters, target creature becomes goaded until Fergnand leaves the battlefield. Whenever a player attacks with one or more goaded creatures, you people love goaded creatures. Apparently that's like the most, outside of proliferate, this is like the most popular mechanic in Commander. That player chooses one non-goaded creature that's not Fergnand. That creature becomes goaded until Fergnand leaves the battlefield. I have no words. I have nothing. We're just goading things. So like, what is there? How is it protection from goaded creatures? I thought like they're just not allowed to attack you in the first place. Or is it like, oh, they can't use activated abilities against you? So to like target Fergnand, like if you goad a Royal Assassin, for example. Anti-goad tag. In some capacity, I suppose. Okay, cool card. And now we got this freebie over here from the bingo card. You reading my crazy comments makes my day better. Thanks so much, Jess. If you make more realistic comments, I might read them more often. Thanks so much, Jess. You're the what's it called? The Wint of this channel. For anyone who knows who Wint is. Is there a user with no card? We're looking for a no card yet situation. No card yet. Bruce, congratulations! You get the last super chat of the day. The glummed crab. Glad to make it live. I'm glad you're here, Bruce. We have a 3-mana 2/5 crab. Feels like a limited card. It's got morph for a blue, and it's got both. You got morph, and it's got mega morph. Is there any use for this? Okay, so if it's a morph, we can pay for 3 pay. So basically, for 2 mana, it comes in with a +1/+1 counter. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, that's it for today. Very nice show, everyone. Still almost went 2 hours. That's absolutely insane. But do you know what's better? We got the variety. I'm really appreciative of all the new people that showed up today. that submitted their cards. We got to see a lot of new cards today. So as usual, so this is going to be once every 2 weeks now, because next week, we're rating AI-generated cards again. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. Definitely why we keep doing this. All the patrons on Patrons, the members on YouTube, and those who super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show, especially on custom card days. And thanks, of course, to everyone's creativity. People, the creativity from Jess and Toad, Steve Cooper, Pedgman, Tom, Winter Fox, John Doe, Mr. Deadhead, Kano, Mappius, Anna. I think I got Toads, Pedgman, and Jess in there. Yeezus, because you guys are what makes the show every single week. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing them coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.